Hey folks, welcome back to the shack. So we're going to whip together a 2 meter antenna. And I've been searching around for some parts, of course. We got this. And I knew I had some rods around that would be great for making antennas. This is copper. And nice straight rod, but unfortunately, it's a little too big for our little situation here. And I found other rods. I had some nice rods, and I picked them up purely for antenna making. I got them, I forgot, garage sale somewhere. Nice, big, thick, long ones. About 6 of them, all like 3-footers. They're brass, so they're even a thicker gauge than this. So, yeah, really not what I want to use for antennas. Yeah. Okay. So what I did use, and I hate, it drives me nuts because it's not perfectly straight. But this is electric fence wire that's on a spool. So I rolled it out and had to straighten it out. I'll straighten it out a little bit more before. When we're done here, I'll be straightening out these things like crazy because it bugs me. And I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I want to fix a little. Yeah, I made it worse. Anyway, so what I did with this is I narrowed it a little bit. This is a thinner gauge. And I got it where it fits down in there. And I'm hoping that I can get a couple globs of solder around there and hold that baby in nice. And that'll be nice and solid. That's what we're going to go for here in just a minute. I may want to shave that down just a little bit more for a little more stability. Get down in there a little farther. So, yeah, let me narrow that just a tiny bit. A little bit more. And then we'll start to get this copper one out of here. That sucks that I can't use that. What I had it around for. All right. Okay, that should offer some good stability. Maybe give a little bit of room for solder to sit in there. Okay, so let's get this baby heating up. I'm gonna get this mouse out of here because me and the soldering iron, I'll wreck something with it. I'm always hitting the cord, always doing shit like that. It's always falling off or sticking my arm on it or my sleeve. Yeah, it's the cord. Because this is super cheap Walmart soldering iron. And the cord is just unrelenting. It won't make a new shape. It stays in the shape it was when it was all coiled up, brand new. Will not undo that. All right, so it's going to be very straightforward. I already got the radials cut here. So here's the center radial, right? Now I use coat hangers because these are a higher gauge than this. So I had these are the same gauge as that brass wire I got. So you can see that's where the little joint was, and I still need to straighten those out. But this will be straightforward, no pun intended. And we'll get these babies on there. We'll put them on here. Yeah. So, all right, let's do that. Let me straighten these out a little more first. Okay, well that worked. One of them went on perfectly, and the others not so much. I had to hit it a little bit, but they're on there now. Now I can do a proper crimping. Ugh. So when I pounded them on, that little seam was kind of just barely tacked together. Apparently, I'm sure that was made for collapsibility, for crimping. So when I pounded it on with a hammer, it broke that little thing there. All right, that is that part. Now on to the next. Okay, so we're going to cut this to length before, since now that we have it on, you know exactly where to measure from and where to cut it. We want to be at 19.2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go right from there. It's right there. Okay, that one's cut. That one's much easier cut than these, than this coat hanger stuff. Okay, now question is, where do you measure from here? I would assume probably from that point. See, how would that look on there? Okay, yeah. So I'd want to measure to the end of that. Okay. These need to be 21 and a half. 21 and a half, that's right. So these are tuned for 146, right down the middle. So you can see where this is going. And I'm so glad I saw another video of somebody doing this. I'm like, what a great idea. I'm hoping these are strong enough to hold these radials at a 45-degree angle. So it's pretty hefty. Okay. So now I was contemplating, because of the way I'm going to mount this, let's show you. I got this piece of PVC pipe, found it in the barn, and I took a Dremel and I widened out some areas for where these screws. But I don't know if I'm going to attach these to the top or to the bottom of this little plate. It would make sense go on the bottom, but I think we can connect one and take a peek at it and see what we think. So, I kind of want to do the top, actually. Question is, will these long bolts, what direction can I put these long bolts? Okay, radial 1. And the cool thing is, with this setup, you can like loosen these or take them out for
that call sign, so I definitely didn't catch it. But how are you today? How is Colorado? I want to say it might be spring there, but my friends from Colorado.
So you can collapse it.
So I hope things are well. Over.
To if you want to go do a POTA thing, you know, go report a go to a park or something, or you're out camping. This would be a good way to, you know, you'd be able to take it apart, put it into something to take it with you camping. Okay. Well, all right, well, all right, I'm going to put this on the mast on something that I found that I can plop it on here inside till I can get outside and put it up. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's obviously it's not spread out the right way and these are not bent down, but we're pretty much done with this. All right, so hold on, let me throw this little setup together and I'll show it to you. And well, here we have it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it fits in the house by a couple of inches. So we'll fire it up in here. Unless, you know, I mean, 2 meters has a number of repeaters, especially where I'm at, but I want to see what else I could pick up. There we go. 2 meter. Yeah. Ground plane. 2 meter ground plane. So that's like 19 and change on top, 21 for the radials. And this was on an old bird tray for birds to kind of hang out and play. Used to have a big old plate on it, but that perfect. That worked out just great for that. For now, I could almost just plop that outside the window till I can get up to the corner of the house, try it out. So we'll wire a plug on that baby and we'll fire it up.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.